I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're delving into the wildly creative and darkly humorous world of Godrak and his action fantasy collection, Stories Not for Children. This is no bedtime story collection. Godrak takes classics like Little Red Riding Hood and Sleeping Beauty and transforms them into gripping tales of conspiracy, galactic battles, and unexpected twists. If you're ready for sarcastic sacrilege and a fresh take on age old stories, you won't want to miss this enthralling interview or this compelling book. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Prime 7 Media for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. Georgie, good to see you here today on Spotlight. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, and it's a great pleasure to be here in front of you and all those spectators. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. It's great to have you on the show. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration. How did you come up with the idea for these new takes on old time stories?
Well, it was some time ago I started writing. I love reading. I have been reading all my life, and most of all, I like reading stories. But some time ago, I'm sorry for my bad English. Some time ago, it happened that I have read the original version of Little Red Riding Hood and Grimm Brothers stories, and I was absolutely taken aback, thrilled. I thought to myself, how is this possible? There is so much violence in those, so to say, well-known old stories for children, but I think we don't know a heck about those. And I thought to myself, can I write a better ones? Can I write thrilling ones? So to give people more fun and to make them think, is it really so visible? Is there something behind, under the surface of all those well-known stories for children?
Absolutely.
That
When
came
you
out the idea.
Well, it's a great idea because if you look at the books just as they're written, they're pretty scary, they're pretty frightening, and it's amazing that they're for children. So you just took these ideas and went a few steps farther and made them scarier, more thrilling, and more for adults, of course. Of all the
Yep.
books and all of the stories that you have rewritten, which is your favorite that you've rewritten?
Maybe Little Red Riding Hood, which was the first, is my favorite. But I must add, I am writing at the moment about wild swans and Santa Claus, and maybe there will be more favorite, better stories to come.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tell us a little bit about your version of Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah. Uh, Little Red Riding Hood is a very cute, very beautiful, very modest girl. She takes care about her grandmother and she is very obedient to her parents. But in fact, she works undercover in secret agency,
Mm.
the hunter, and with the wolf. And the plot is their superiors put a direct order so they could kill each other in secrecy. But they are really real friends, and they rather kill anyone who stands in their way than to kill each other, because friendship in this story is most important thing than anything else.
Wonderful, wonderful. I love your spin on it. I think it makes it fascinating. It brings it to a whole other level. Now, you mentioned you're thinking about rewriting the story of Santa Claus. Have you already
Yes.
written that, or you're still just thinking about it?
No, it is ready and it is waiting to be translated.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And so there'll be another collection of these stories, right?
Absolutely. It is coming soon.
Okay. And what will be your new twist on the Santa Claus story?
I don't want to discover everything, but Santa Claus is a very powerful martial artist. And let's stop until here. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That sounds good. Be careful when he comes down the chimney. He might be ready to put on some moves. That sounds great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Wonderful.
But
And Santa Claus, if you think of the story of Santa Claus, it's kind of scary. You have this old man who comes to your house late at night and slides down the chimney. I mean, that can be kind of frightening in and of itself, particularly if he's a ninja. Then it's really kind of scary.
no, he is a good man. He is a bodyguard
Oh,
of the princess of the story, and he is very helpful because of his martial arts skills.
wonderful, wonderful.
It
Tell
will
us,
it will be completely different plot. No
yeah,
chimney, no presents.
tell us a little bit about your take on Sleeping Beauty. How did you mix that story up a little bit?
Well, the process of writing comes to me very natural. I don't try to force. The writing comes by itself to me. Uh, Considering this, I don't have any secret. I don't know how to describe the process because it is undescribable. So about Sleeping Beauty, the main plot here is two galactic empires and secret love with a very inappropriate guy in the galaxy because the princess doesn't follow rules and regulations. She has to be married for the king of her enemy empire, but she is in love with another guy. And here comes the plot when her mentors, the Violet Sentinel and the Red Guardian, they agree to help her escape, and she sleeps more than 100 years, more than a century, in order to preserve her lineage.
Wow.
And after that comes absolutely unexpected hero, a bloody pirate, who nevertheless is a man of his words, who's very fair, and who agrees to help this princess and this galactic empire to preserve their lineage and to kill almost all of their enemies.
Wow.
He is a man of his word.
Amazing, amazing. It's an amazing story. These stories seem like they have a lot of fun to them, a little humor to them, action to them. Have you envisioned these stories turned into a film, perhaps?
Well, if you read those, you will like to see them on the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There is very, very much action in those stories, and I am sure everyone would like to see them filmed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they'd be great movies, very entertaining. In fact, Little Red Riding Hood has a ninja aspect to it as well, right?
Yes. Yes,
Tell us about
correct.
that part of the story.
Being undercover secret agents, all of them, the wolf, the hunter, and the little Red Riding Hood, receive secret orders which they execute in absolute secrecy. No one should know and no one could understand what are they doing. In order to do that, they must have little skills and to do this in absolute secrecy and undiscovered.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Another
If
great twist on the story. Go ahead.
if if our spectators dare to read those stories, they will find much action and absolute thrill.
Absolutely. A lot of action, a lot of thrills, some laughs. Wonderful books indeed, or wonderful stories, I should say. The name of the book is Stories Not for Children. The author
Yeah.
takes classics like Little Red Riding Hood and Sleeping Beauty and transforms them into gripping tales of conspiracy, galactic battles, and unexpected twists. If you're ready for sarcastic sacrilege and a fresh take on age-old stories, you won't want to miss this wonderful book. And the good news is another collection of similar stories are coming, and the next collection will feature none other than Santa Claus himself. Godrak, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Thank you too. And I must add, these are completely not bedtime stories. If our spectators dare to read those, they will lose their sleep and they will stay alert all the night.
Exactly. They'll have a watchful eye open all night long after reading these books. Wonderful. I appreciate your time today, sir. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.